Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture, and today we're going over Becky G's album called Me La Santa. So this is her first official first album that she has released. It's been many of years. I want to say back in 2015 was the time where she switched over to doing Spanish songs. Because before she did Shower, she did a couple of songs with Pitbull, Can't Stop. What was the other one? I can't remember what it was. Oh, and then there's Becky from the Block, which is a nice little, like, her cover, like, remix of Jenny from the Block, which is really cool. And I loved her since then, and then she, like, kind of disappeared, came back with, like, Spanish, and I was like, even better, this is kind of cool. Now I gotta do my, like, because I don't speak Spanish myself, I had to do a lot of research on what she was saying. But when I do see, thankfully, most of them had a lyric somewhere that I can look up and actually get down exactly what the song meant. But she is just killing it, and I know she's killing it over in the Latin countries, and so I just like, and it sucks that I really don't know how she's doing in America, but I really hope that because especially in California, we're very big in our Latino like music, in our Latin music. So we just see a lot of people that come out with a lot of stuff. So hopefully she's big in that direction. I love her myself. So this album I personally really liked. I liked it. I had to do a lot of research, so I've come off as I'm kind of tired and exhausted over like what I read, but it's a lot of, because I don't speak Spanish, I had to go through a lot throughout it and kind of break down the lyrics and everything and get the beats and go down and see who the people are featured into it and like that. And I was very happy to be educated in a lot of this. So so I personally really like first of all, starting off with the song with Me La Santa. I think that was a really good beginning because it was her last single before she released this, and I love it because it was. And I thought at first it was meant am I good or am I bad kind of thing. I thought she was questioning that, but what she actually was saying is that she's neither good or holy, and I love the production. I think the production's amazing. And then the next song was, which I really like, is Dollar, featuring Myke Towers. Don't really know who Myke Towers is, but I'm going to get into him because I really like his voice. This one's pretty much saying that this one's pretty much about how she just like, she's over his empty promises and just like in the empty I love yous and stuff like that. And there's a lot of hurt parts in this album, but at the same time, I feel like the best thing about this album that it kind of gives you a whole rounded thought of how she feels about certain things. So it's like there's a couple songs that are pretty much talking about how like she's like, you're nothing to me, you're just a little pastime, you're just like the trick that I'm into, like patience with my pronunciation, Note Penezco. So that one was a really good one. I like that one because it's one of my favorites because it reminds me a lot of Ariana Grande, how she put a whole album about like being single, kind of just like certain guys don't have to be together with me for us to have a good like do stuff together, you know. So I think that it's once that started with her, because I feel like since before Ariana Grande released that album, I felt there's a lot of songs that kind of like thought that fucking without having attachment to somebody was like dirty and like, ooh, it's like ooh, look at this, it's like, oh, it's shock value, just like we do this all the time, a lot of people do it all the time. And so I think that she's now, since Ariana Grande's album came out and she made it seem like it's a natural thing, like I don't know why you guys are making it so taboo. Like Becky comes out with this song too, and it's even more. I love it. I think that she also does it with a nonchalant. Like it's not nothing personal, but there's nothing going further than what's going on at the moment. So I really like that. I love CC. I love the rhythm of the song. I love how she sings too. She kind of the way that I like a lot of her songs. She kind of like her lyrics just bounce with the beat and with the production too. Just like it's so great. Another song that I like was Cuando de Bese, featuring Paulo Londra. I think that was a really nice one because I feel like it all happens. The song pretty much happens all in one night, and it's pretty much she's saying just like she met this guy and they had like this intense like connection with each other at the club and everything, and and then after that she hasn't seen him since, and it's just like I think the idea is that they had a connection at the club. She probably went home, and then the next day woke up, and she's like, since that day, she hasn't had him out of her mind in a while. So, and it's kind of cool because it's just like you think about like that having kind of stretching out throughout several months or whatever, but it's just like she's talking about that one night and just so happened to come across this guy that she has no idea who he is or anything. I think that's kind of cool. One of my two top songs I really love, which I know is kind of generic because I know she came out with this as singles, and it was and they also are very big. One of her top songs is Sin Pijama, which is featuring by Natti, Natasha. I think that this is a very sexy song, and I love it. Just like the song it's instantly a bop. Instantly you want to dance to it, and I love their back and forth kind of singing with each other, like pretty much saying let's stay in bed without pajamas. And I love the Así que dale bum 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 bum, like I like that part. It's really cool. And of course my other like all-time favorite, which is I'm so happy that she put this on the album, because I was like, oh please please please. And it's funny because I lived through the whole album without looking at the actual tracks. So I was just listening, and doing my research as I was doing it. And so it was a very great surprise to see that she put Mayores on here. So, and this one's pretty much talking with Bad Bunny. Love fucking Bad Bunny. But she pretty much put it at the very, very end, which is a nice ending closer. And this song's pretty much talking about how she loves older guys, and Bad Bunny kind of comes in with a weird like, I may not be that old, but like we can still do stuff, And I feel like once his verse is done and she goes back to the chorus, it's kind of like it's almost, to me personally, feels like she's like, no, but I really like older guys. Like you're not gonna just fly like. Still older guys, I think it's kind of funny. One kind of shout out I want to make of some of these songs is Taste Supres. I think that one with Zion, Lennox, and Facuco. I think that was a really interesting song. There's a lot of story plots that are really nice. So this one pretty much talks about how they cheated on each other, and telling everybody like they're over each other even after the cheating, and I'm assuming they broke up then. But then even though they're telling everybody that they're over each other, they do miss each other. And they kind of have this nice little back and forth kind of thing. And speaking of another back and forth thing, which I really, really like, is Viendo, which is featuring Dalex. So this is a very sensual song, and I love it because they talk back and forth to each other. Like it's almost like they're seducing each other. Like, ooh, I have this. He's like, well, I have this, and they're like, ooh, like kind of thing. Just like it almost feels like a nice little slow grind too at the same time. And I love the thing that she's like addictive, like sativa. I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, it's a good album. There's some parts of the songs that don't really catch me in, because I feel like some of them did get a little more exactly the same as the other one, like 24/7 and what was the other one? Indicacontra. I think that one also kind of like they kind of sound. Oh no, sorry, Indicacontra is really good. It's a ballad. Pelas. Which is the one about him, like a guy cheated on her. The storyline's good because it's guy cheated on her and trying to fight to stay with her, but she's like, you're never gonna change. I like the storyline, but I feel like some of the beats and some of the things kind of sound repetitive. Like it's like I think that one sounds exactly like the other one. But with that all said, I do really appreciate this album. I think this album is pretty good. I give it a 7 out of 10. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought about it. Do you like Becky G? Are you a huge fan? If you're not, I really suggest getting into her. I think if you're not really feeling this album, just get into her other stuff. Her other stuff is really, really good. So yeah, I like the album, and I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.